Welcome back to this video, grade 12s. In today's video, we're going to take a look at question 5 of this question paper. It says, on the axis below, sketch the graph of h of x, which is a negative tan graph, where x is going to lie between negative 180 and positive 180. So the only thing that differs from the mother graph of the tan graph is the fact that there's a negative in front, which means that it's reflected over the x-axis. And when it reflects over the x-axis, only the y values of the normal coordinates would change. So the first thing that I would do is I would enter my asymptotes into my graph. So we know that there is an asymptote at 90 and 270, and then we would also have an asymptote at negative 90 and negative 270. Now, usually our first coordinate for the tan graph lies at 45 on the x-axis and 1 on the y-axis, but now when it reflects, it would lie over here. Then we usually have a coordinate at 135 degrees and negative 1, but now that moves upwards and the 180 and 0 stays there. Now we go back to the negative. So usually it's at negative 45 and negative 1, but now that reflects up to positive 1. And then we usually have one at negative 135 and 1 on the y-axis, but that reflects downwards, and then negative 180 and 0. And now we just take a pen or something to draw, and we just draw our curve towards the asymptote, and we can draw the curve down towards the asymptote, up towards the asymptote, and then down towards the asymptote. Okay, and that's as easy as that. You can also use the table mode on the calculator to draw this. I would upload a separate video to show how you can use this. It's very easy. And then number B says, if h of x is shifted up 2 units, write a new equation in the form y equals. So the 2 units that it shifts upwards would only affect the constant at the back. So it would just be plus 2 units at the back, nothing else changes. And now it says, if k of x is negative tan with an x movement, provide the value of p if the asymptotes of k are where x is now negative 135 and where x is positive 45 degrees. So if we look at our current asymptotes, the 90 on the positive side would move back to 45, so that's a negative movement of 45 degrees. And then the negative 90 also moves back a negative 45 degrees. So we can clearly see that it's a 45-degree shift to the left or to the negative side of the x-axis. So that means that it should have been a plus movement in the brackets. So if I were to write it out, it would be negative tan of x plus 45. So for me to get it back into this form that they originally gave it, then p would have to be a negative 45, because the negative for the p and the negative in the equation would multiply and give the positive that we would normally get when we write it out.